The piece I have chosen to critique is The Persistence of Memory by the artist Salvador Dali. Salvador Dali was born on May 11, 1904 in Figueres, Spain. His father was a middle-class lawyer and notary, whom was very strict. Salvador's mother, Felipa, highly encouraged her son's artistic endeavors. He had one brother, who was also named Salvador, that died, and a sister named Anna Maria, who was 3 years younger than Salvador. He attended drawing school in 1916, and in just 3 years, he had his first public exhibition at the Municipal Theater, a site he would later return to. Dali died at the age of 84 of heart failure and was buried in the crypt below the stage of his theater and museum in Figueres. This is only 3 blocks from where the house he was born in. The piece, The Perspective of Memory, was created during the Surrealism era, which started in the 1920s. This era was a different perspective than people once saw. It was shown in literature, film, and through art as a way to express the subconsciousness of a person's mind. You can tell that the piece I have critiqued follows this trend because of the unrealisticness it presents through melting clocks in a desert, something people wouldn't normally see. With a closer look at this painting, we see that it is depicted in the middle of the desert with random misshaped melting clocks which represent time. By the feeling you get from the clocks, worn out, tired, diminishing, we can say that these clocks represent a loss of time or a stress on time and how important time is. Also, since we know surrealism is about subconscious thoughts, we can also conclude that the artist here is trying to tell us about the loss or stress of time while dreaming or being in the subconscious state. Dali uses a brush to create rough textures around the clocks and smooth textures to paint the clocks. This draws our eyes towards the main object and what we should focus on. Dali uses neutral and mellow colors such as blues, yellows, and browns. He uses light browns in the background and dark browns in the foregrounds to create depth. It also looks as if there is water or a mirage in the background, which gives off a very peaceful vibe. The dark colors below the horizon makes it seem like nighttime or darkness is coming and time is running out. Or maybe since above the horizon uses light colors, morning and brighter things are on their way. Persistence of memory could refer to Salvador Dali's own memory. He was 27 years old when he painted this piece, so it could refer to his memory of his childhood and adolescence, which is now melting away. The background, as well as some other backgrounds Salvador Dali uses, have a huge resemblance to his beachfront hometown of Port Lilagat. This hometown has not been visited by Dali since his childhood, hence why it is abandoned and lifeless. This piece is one of the most well-known pieces, not only well-known as a Salvador Dali piece, but also a well-known surrealism piece. Surrealism's goal is to make you think, what exactly am I looking at? And I think this is one of the best visual representations of that. This piece is good visual representation of what you would see in a dream. He did an amazing job getting the audience not only to be visually appealed to, but also mentally appealed to this painting. Since the clocks are so smooth compared to the rough surrounding, they pop out and really make you interpret what they mean.